Sora Lin stares up at the dead star, its cold light barely reaching the planet below. Most people would find the vast emptiness of space terrifying, but for Sora, it's home. At 17, she's an orphan who's spent her whole life on the space station Eos Prime, studying the abandoned colony ship her parents died on. Sora dreams of becoming an astrophysicist, solving the biggest scientific mysteries of the galaxy. But nothing compares to the mystery of the Star Whispers. For years, scientists have been detecting faint radio signals coming from the dead star, which they believe could be the key to ending the galaxy's energy crisis. But despite decades of research, no one has ever decoded the messages. That is until Sora discovers something incredible. One night during a solar event, she's struck by a beam of starlight and begins having the most vivid dreams of her life. Visions of distant worlds, of people, battles, and events that never happened, or maybe they haven't happened yet. When she wakes up, she realizes she can shift time and space, moving between realities with a mere thought. These flashes only last a few seconds, but in that brief moment, she can see how her decisions affect the world around her. She also sees glimpses of friends, lovers, and lives she's never known. At first, she thinks she's gone crazy, but then she realizes she's actually experiencing premonitions. Visions of possible futures, and not just any futures. Futures she can still change. Excited, she begins testing her powers. Whenever she focuses hard enough, she can move between timelines, but these shifts are difficult and unpredictable. Sora often loses control, opening rifts in space-time that threaten to unravel her reality. In one timeline, she watches as her best friend is killed in battle. In another, her mentor disappears into the dead star. And in another, she sees herself surrounded by the corpses of her friends, their eyes staring blankly into the void, the same lifeless stare that she saw in the dead star. Meanwhile, the galaxy is on the brink of war. As more and more worlds abandon nuclear fusion and turn to the abandoned colony ships for power, tensions rise over who should control the ships. Sora's home planet is on the side of Galaxy Core. But when a core fleet attacks a neutral planet, Sora's conscience won't let it go. She uses her powers to try and prevent the attack, but the more she interferes, the more unstable the timelines become. She witnesses firsthand the horrors of war, seeing visions of entire planets being wiped out in a single day. Yet through it all, the whispers in her head grow louder, and when she finally decodes them, she discovers they're not coming from the future, but from the past. The messages aren't about what will be, but what was. Dead Star isn't a corpse, but a prisoner. Trapped inside is a sentient celestial being, a god of unimaginable power, whose consciousness permeates the universe, reaching out to those who can hear its cries for help. Sora struggles with this revelation. On one hand, she wants to help the galaxy end its energy crisis and usher in a new era of peace. On the other, she doesn't want to unleash a god that could destroy everything. Yet as the galaxy teeters on the brink of war, Sora knows she can't ignore the pleas of the imprisoned god any longer. To make matters worse, she's not alone in searching for answers. A mysterious organization known as the Order of the Silent Orbit has been watching Sora, believing her to be the harbinger of the celestial being's return. Their leader, the enigmatic figure known only as Shepherd, believes that releasing the star will awaken the gods and trigger a new era of prosperity for the galaxy. But his followers are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goal, even if it means killing innocent people. As Sora races against time to unlock the secrets of the star, she finds herself hunted by the Order. Forced to flee from planet to planet with her loyal friends by her side, along the way, she learns more about her powers and the true nature of the galaxy and its inhabitants. She discovers that the war is just a symptom of a much deeper problem. The galaxy is dying, trapped in a cycle of violence and destruction. With the help of her friends, Sora confronts the Shepherd and his followers, battling them across multiple timelines to prevent them from releasing the star and plunging the galaxy into chaos. But as the final battle rages, Sora makes a shocking discovery. The Shepherd isn't just a fanatic, he's Sora's father. When the colony ship that Sora's parents once captained came under attack by pirates, Sora's mother sacrificed herself to save the passengers while her father survived. Driven insane by grief and guilt, he founded the Order of the Silent Orbit and devoted his life to releasing the star, believing it to be the only way to save the galaxy. Sora struggles with the revelation. torn between her duty to the galaxy and her love for her father. But in the end, she chooses to save the galaxy, striking a deal with the star to use its power to heal the wounds of war and bring the galaxy back from the brink of destruction. With the help of her friends and the star, Sora becomes a beacon of hope for the galaxy, inspiring others to follow her lead and work towards a better future. However, the victory comes at a cost. Sora's powers are unstable, and releasing the star has destabilized space-time, creating rifts in reality. Sora must now learn to control her powers and mend the tears in space-time before they consume her. With the help of her friends, Sora travels across the galaxy, seeking out powerful artifacts that can help her stabilize her powers. Along the way, she faces new threats, including dangerous space creatures and rogue artificial intelligence. But with each challenge, Sora grows stronger, learning more about her powers and her place in the universe. In the end, she succeeds in stabilizing her powers and closing the rifts in space-time, saving the galaxy from destruction. But her journey has changed her. She's no longer the same girl who stared up at the dead star all those years ago. She's become a hero, a symbol of hope for a galaxy that was once on the brink of destruction. And as the galaxy rebuilds itself, Sora knows that she'll be there to help guide it towards a brighter future. But what does the future hold for Sora? Will she continue to travel the galaxy, helping those in need? Or will she return home to Eos Prime and continue her research? Only time will tell. The galaxy is a vast and mysterious place, and there are many dangers that lurk in the shadows. There are rogue artificial intelligence, dangerous space creatures, and hostile alien species. But Sora is no longer the same girl who stared up at the dead star all those years ago. She's become a hero, a symbol of hope for a galaxy that was once on the brink of destruction. And she'll be there to help guide it towards a brighter future. So what does the future hold for Sora? Will she continue to travel the galaxy, helping those in need? Or will she return home to Eos Prime and continue her research? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this science fiction adventure, then check out some of our other videos. We have a ton of amazing science fiction stories that are sure to keep you entertained. So what are you waiting for? Click the link and start exploring the galaxy today.